So in this video, I'm going to show you how to recombinate the BraveX mechanical deadbolt. So this is the updated version of the Elemake mechanical deadbolt that they sent me and asked for feedback to review and how to improve it. If you haven't already watched that video, I suggest watching that. You'll see all of the critiques that I had on it and the unboxing of this. So this is part 2. In part 3, I will show you how to install this on a door. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into recombinating it first. So again, this is the same lock. They sent me 2 different styles, but it's the same on both. It's the same to rekey and recombinate. The whole setup's the same. So if we look at the back, they look identical. So we're gonna just mess with the classy looking style here today. And I had it propped up on a latch so it wouldn't fall over for that intro. It's just too kind of awkward to stand up by itself like the other one. I feel like there's weight here that makes it lean. Again, this is just like I said in the unboxing, these are some heavy locks, man, but I do like them. Like it's not an ugly lock. It looks modern. It looks classy. It looks stylish. It would look good on a door. Like some of these locks, like, you know, it's just like, why would you put that on your door? But this actually looks pretty cool. So can't knock them there. They get a 10 on the stylish factor. So if this is anything like the other one and the Elemake, the combination should be 1, 2, 5, 6, 9, 0. Unlock. So, and then to lock it, you would turn it to the left, and then it is now locked. You cannot unlock it until you press 1, 2, 5, 6, 9, 0. Unlock. Now, I touched on this in the unboxing video. So, these are non-sequential when they are mechanical like this. So, their code is obviously 1, 2, 5, 6, 9, 0. We could actually go 0, 5, 9, 2, 6, 1, and it's going to unlock. We can pre-lock it. 6, 9, 0, 2, 5, 1, unlock. So if you make your combination on these 2 rows, if someone just came up and just pressed all of this in, you'd be able to unlock it. So you want to scatter these around. Now, just to show you, if somebody came up and they went, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, A, B, it's not going to do anything. So they have to only touch just these. So if they hit one number that isn't part of your sequential code, non-sequential code, it's not going to unlock for them. So you don't have to worry that someone could just drag their hand across like a piano and unlock it. So I do suggest using 6 digits for your code. It's a lot harder for them to guess it. You could even, you know, pick a series of numbers and then add 1 letter, especially if it's like a short-term rental or something. It makes it easy for people to say, you know, okay, 5, 2, 7, 1, B, you know, something like that. So let's just dive right in and see the process, see if they've changed anything, and I'll show you guys how to set a new code. So on the back, the cool thing that they did from the first one, I'll show you again, is the first one they left all 3 screws exposed, and they tell you specifically several times not to remove all of the screws, only that center one, as it allows the faceplate to pop off. I let them know that people would probably just remove all those screws anyway, because it's what people do when they take something apart. So it looks like they covered it with these cool little anti-screwdriver, like don't touch, don't touch, touch. So looks like this part's going to be similar to the first one. So the first step is removing this from the door, or once it's out of the box before you install it. You can remove this screw and just set it aside here. And the faceplate pops off. So The first critique that I had to Elemake in the first one, and I'll show you the Elemake version here, is this little shim. So if we look here, I told them when I took this apart the first time, this fell out. Like all of this fell out. I like pressed this thing in there to make it stay, but it fell out. So it looks like they put a little screw in here so that way nothing's coming out. So right off the bat, I could see that they definitely took the feedback and improved. Kudos, because some of the big brands, you can tell them all day long and they are better than you and they will not fix it. So thank you to BraveX for making that. I know it's a small touch, but to ask for feedback and then for me to give it and then to see that they actually took that small detail. I even forgot that I mentioned that to them, but it was a critique that I did send to them. So right off the bat, I can see they're already trying to fix and improve their product here. So now we're going to turn this over and you're going to see your 6 gold little pins here and then 6 dead pins. So the silver are going to be dead, gold are going to be in use. So once you've turned it to the locked position, they all pop back out. You're locked. You have to press only the gold ones in to unlock, and it remains unlocked until you relock it, and then they all push back out. I don't know if you saw that happen, but see, they're flat and then they push back out. Now recombinating this is really cool, and they also added more pins for you if you wanted to make your combination longer or shorter. So you could take pins out, make it a 4-digit, and use these silver ones here. So we're not going to add any more or remove any more. We're just going to move them around. So if we take our tweezers that are provided with us or with the lock, we could remove that. Just pop this one out. We'll go ahead and let's see. So here's something to look at here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but they have these little shapes and these little ridges. So this one that I pulled out went in this way. So we're going to flip it and then it fits in that way. It's an interesting little design. I think this is how the Elemake one was as well. So you'll have to pay attention to the shape. And then, I mean, it's not a big deal. It just looks like they're mirrored pretty much. So we're going to take the dead pin and put it here. And we're going to take the live pin and put it here. So now we'll reset it. Now if we press these, it's locked. Now our combination would be this, unlocked. So let's just pull this one out and we'll pull this one out and we'll put this one back here. I'm just playing with this at this point. So we'll put him back to gold. We'll make this one dead. And we'll turn this one back to a live pin. So now our combination will be boom, 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 boom. So now we can't press that bottom one. So pretty much you're just going to move the gold and swap it with the silver. It's a really straightforward, simple design, which is awesome because that's what people need. People need simplicity. Too many locks nowadays have like 1,000 steps to recombinate, and it's just so confusing for people. And it's honestly just a tedious thing. You know, if I buy a lock, and let's say I'm not a locksmith and I buy a lock, I don't want to have to sit there and read 4 pages on how to recombinate something. So BraveX made this really simple. So then let's say we'll just put it back to what it was. So that's our combination to make it easy. Now we don't have to worry about nothing falling out. So there's a little tooth at the top. You're going to fit that into the slot, just like that. And then when you flip it over, you can just keep your finger kind of right between the 7, the A, and the 6 and the 0, like right in the center. Flip it over. We'll grab our screw, drop it in, make sure it's straight. I am not left-handed, so I'm doing this like a crazy person. Let me switch hands here. So now all we got to do is just tighten it back up and back to normal. So unlock, lock, locked. So that's how you recombinate the Elemake, or the BraveX version. Sorry. That's actually how you actually recombinate the Elemake as well. It was just more messy because nothing held all this stuff in. So again, on mine, I pressed it in like crazy to keep it from falling out. But when it came out of the package, everything fell out. And it was super, super not cool. So that is how you recombinate the new and old Elemake / BraveX mechanical deadbolt.